Tell me what he said to you when you talked to him. What did he say to you?
He told me, contrary to what he's told to other people, that Teresa Halbach was at his salvage pit that day. What the jury never knew is that she told her coworkers she was afraid of him. She had been out there on 5 or 6 previous occasions, and he comes to the door, nothing but a towel, and she was afraid. But she wanted to keep her job, so she went out there and to take the picture. Now, when he called her that day, he star 67'd his call to hide his identity. He called her saying, hey, 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 are you coming? Are you coming? Then after she's dead, he calls back to her phone, not disguising his number, and says, hey, are you coming? You never showed up. Phil, he's already told me she came and left. So why is he calling her phone at around 4:30 the day she goes missing and making an alibi? All right? Now, let's look at some more evidence. If there's a conspiracy, I guess Ma Bell is in on it too, because it's their phone records showing he was disguising himself to lure her out there. Let me tell you who I believe found her car. Volunteers. They found her car there. So she goes out there around 2:30, according to what he tells me. This is the next thing that I know. Her car is discovered at the back of his auto pit, hidden by another car hood, some plywood, some branches and leaves. This is what cannot be planted. Forget about the 6 spots of his blood in her car. Oh, by the way, he cut his finger that day, and there are photos of a deeply cut wound, probably where he was chopping up her body to put it in that fire pit. Blood in her car, 6 spots. Her DNA on a bullet in his garage. That bullet was fired from his gun. There's no doubt about that. But this is what cannot be planted, Phil. His sweat. You know the legal system. His sweat found up under her hood, up under her car hood. Now, I can get a warrant for your blood, for your hair, for your saliva out of your mouth, for your fingerprint. So far, we don't have a way of extracting your sweat. So how do police plant his sweat under her car hood and it gets hidden at the end of his lot? Another thing, the human body, you're born with about 270 bones in it. All of her skeleton is found in his fire pit. One of her teeth and one rivet off her Daisy Fuentes jeans found in his fire pit. Okay? He had talked to other people about the perfect torture chamber for women to rape, torture, and murder them. The nephew, Dassey, convicted of raping her, his confession fits perfectly with the forensic evidence. If he wasn't there, how did he know what happened? Those are just a few questions I'd like to pose, Phil.
I watched this 10 episodes of this documentary. You know my background, so I went and also examined the trial record. And there were a lot of things left out. And look, I made the list of the top 10 things that I felt like they left out of the documentary. And you covered a lot of them. I want people to be sure that they understand what we're talking about here. Avery greeted Halbach in a towel, and she had said she was creeped out. But there's also testimony of 2 other employees from Auto Trader that said she just kind of said, you know, I don't like that, but she had agreed to go back out there and in fact did. Avery requested Halbach take the pictures, and that's true. He gave his sister's information because he knew she didn't want to come back out there, so he gave her false information about where she was going, and he did use star 67 twice. And if you don't know, star 67 is what guards your information so they don't know who's calling you. And Nancy talked about the DNA evidence from sweat, and Halbach's key had Avery's sweat on it also. Her phone, camera, and handbag were in the burn barrel on his property, and 2 people saw Avery putting things in that burn barrel.
Here's something really crucial along that timeline. A relative of Avery's got dropped off there that evening. She comes in, she sees Avery the night Teresa goes missing. The day her body is burned, she sees Avery sitting there tending the fire. So what, is she in on it now? How could police have done this? What, kill Teresa Halbach, put her body there, and ask him to tend the fire? No. And you know, when he was exonerated, I feel sick about that because it's a miscarriage of justice.
They did find her tooth in the fire pit. The bullet did have matched ballistics to his rifle and have her DNA on it. The leg irons they found in Avery and Dassey's home, Avery allegedly bought before the crime, and it matched Dassey's description. He did tell an inmate when he was in for the rape that when he got out, he wanted to build a torture chamber so he could rape, torture, and kill women when released. He also said the best way to get rid of a body is to burn it. And when nephew Dassey went home that night, his mother said he had bleach on his jeans. Again, an effort to cover up DNA. All looks really bad. I agree with that. I think it should have been in there. Look, here's my problem with this whole thing. I believe that when you are talking about depriving someone of their liberty in America, that is an extremely high standard, and it should be an extremely high standard.